Good morning from Memphis. It is 2:45 a.m. on the morning of August 15th, 2024. And what we're looking at in the sky this morning is a beautiful conjunction of Jupiter and Mars, within about a half a degree of one another, maybe closer than that. I just happened to step outside to see what was in the sky tonight, and I noticed this. So I went back in and looked at the astronomy website and found out that that is indeed a conjunction of Mars and Jupiter. Just to the upper right of those two is Aldebaran. They're in the constellation Taurus the Bull. I'm going to zoom in here and see if we can get this conjunction a little bit closer. You can actually see it pretty good. They're very close to one another. Slightly less than half a degree. The website said that the two planets are 0.3 degree apart. I'm going to say it's close to that. It's about maybe half to 3/4 of a moon diameter. But this is the first space video I've made in some time. Because I've been busy doing other things. Of course, it gets hot in the summertime. I don't come outside as much late at night. But the two planets, Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun, Mars is the 4th. Jupiter has more than 100 moons. I don't know the latest count, but it's up there. It might be like 118 by now. Mars has 2 moons. And it's getting on toward the fall season, which I always enjoy. I love it when it cools off. I think everybody does. Again, this is the early morning hours of August 15th, 2024. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, see if we can still get some good seeing without losing too much focus. I can almost tell that Mars is quite a bit redder than Jupiter when they're slightly out of focus like they are now. Zoom back out. Zoom all the way out, you can see that they're quite close together. Today was a fabulously beautiful day. It wasn't very hot. It was in the low 80s. Now it's in the upper 70s. I've had a productive evening inside, getting back into the flying routine. I've got some recurrency training to do, so I've been doing that. Had a fabulously fun gig at a bar restaurant called The Cove earlier this evening. That was a lot of fun, went very, very well. Just had a really very Very beautiful summer. Played lots of gigs. But it's time to go back to work. I'm ready to start flying again. And I thank you for watching. Actually, a quick follow on. I just learned something about this camera. I can actually pause the recording and then continue without flipping to a new video, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, I forgot to mention Jupiter is 500 million miles from the Earth. Mars is, at this point, probably about 60 million miles from the Earth. So it's a lot closer, almost 10 times closer. So it gives you an idea just how large Jupiter truly is. 11 times the diameter of Earth, giving it a correspondingly much larger surface area. Mars is about half the diameter of Earth, so that means the surface area, again, with that, I don't know the exact formula, but it's probably about 1/4 the surface area of the Earth. So all that translates into a whole lot less reflectivity. Of course, the mass difference is, phenomenal. Mars is about 1/10 the mass of the Earth. Jupiter's 318 times the mass of the Earth. So there's some differences, yet they're both beautiful planets that have been known since ancient times. And tonight they're very close to one another in the sky. It's really cool, beautiful conjunction. I'm really glad I stepped outside to take a look at it. I wasn't aware that it was visible until I stepped outside to take some watermelon rinds to the dumpster. And the apparent magnitudes are quite a bit of a difference there as well. Jupiter's -2.2, Mars is +1. See, we've got one spacecraft orbiting Jupiter right now, the Juno space probe, since 2016, and Mars has, of course, the Curiosity rover on the surface and a couple of orbiting satellites. We've mapped the surface of Mars almost as well as we've mapped the surface of Earth, so it's pretty phenomenal. And now we've almost mapped Jupiter's surface as well, but not quite as well as the surface of Mars. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, this is the early morning hours of August 15th, 2024 in Memphis.